here at Chester, the Hereford head of football, Tim Harris. Your reactions to that defeat tonight?
Well, you can't concede the goals the way we concede goals, and that's 9 in 3 games, and it's just not acceptable, really. I mean, there was times in the game I thought we'd done quite well, and I think if Michael McGraws had gone in, it was a great save from the keeper at 1-0 and 1-1 that changes the game. But these lads are finding what the National North's all about, because it's tough. I thought we lack certainly the nous about this league. I think we've been found out, and we've got to do a lot of work, and it's going to be a tough job, but it's nothing that we didn't expect.
Being one down, do you think the pivotal moment though was when Mike McGraws was sent off? A bit of ill discipline there. He knew he was on the yellow. That really put Hereford up against it.
Well, I mean, I've already talked about the goals we've conceded, but I think we've had Callum Sainty sent off, and we've had again today, and you're down to 10 men with a group of lads that are low on confidence, and at the end of the day, we just invited the game to them, and they killed us off, and fair play to Chester. But I thought at 1-0, I thought we were in the game. I thought we really were in the game. But again, it's and I talk about the nous, it's about the stupid free kicks we're giving away on the edge of the box. We're inviting trouble. We've had 2 or 3 opportunities in the last couple of games that I've seen to clear our lines, and we give the ball away and we don't hook it on. And sides at this level, they're cute. They're big, strong side, Chester, like a lot of sides in this league, and they don't give chances away. You've got to earn the right to score a goal, but at the moment we're giving far too many opportunities to be punished, and the sides are taking advantage of that.
What are your main aims? What do you intend to change, and how quickly do you think you can change it?
Well, I think where we currently sit at this present moment in time, I said to the players in there now, look, things have to change, because you can't keep putting in performances like that and expect to win football matches. If you're giving the goals away like we're giving the goals away, you're not going to stand a chance, and if you're getting players sent off, that just makes it doubly difficult. So we've got a lot of work to do in a short space of time.
You've got your new head coach in Mark Richards. What can you tell us about him?
What I will say is that we interviewed 4 very good candidates, all of which I think could have done the job. Mark is a very intelligent young man. I think he's going to have a great future in the game. He is not only intelligent, he's an excellent coach. He can develop players, and we need to put a structure into our game, which I can't really see in the 2 or 3 games that I've seen, that we've got a real structure in it. And I thought Gareth done a really good job down at Truro the other night when he cajoled the players and he's putting them in the positions, and we got back into a game that, in all honesty, 3-0 down, we should have been out of sight. But that's what we need to do, and we need to work hard on that training ground, and we need to increase their fitness levels and generally put a game plan in place to make us more organised, difficult to beat. And I don't think it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out we need some strikes and somebody up front that can actually hurt people.
What resources are you going to be given to get players in? I presume it's 1 in, 1 out.
No, not necessarily. I mean, I think that we've got a big squad of players, and we've got, I think, including the young lads, something like 25, and that's an awful lot at this level. And I think what we need to do is to whittle that squad down a little bit. And the boys have said to them today, they've got to fight for your places. It's a new regime. What's going on's going on. But this level of football, if you're not ruthless, you're going to be punished, and that's exactly what's happened in the last few games.
And injuries have certainly held Hereford back. What's the latest on Keon Raphael and the latest with Mike Simmons?
Well, Keon is going to have a CT scan on Thursday. That's not a short-term fix. I wouldn't like to put a timescale on it at this present moment in time, not until I've seen the results of the CT scan. So when we get that sorted out, then we can look at that. And Mike Simmons, he's probably about 4 weeks away, maybe a little bit longer. I mean, the difficulty you've got is when you've got injuries and you rush people back, the last thing you want is for them to break down. So we've got to look at that sensibly. But at the moment, we need some urgent attention to start winning football matches.
I suppose it's a positive distraction at the weekend, being an FA Cup tie. You can relax to a degree. Were you likely to make changes for Saturday?
Well, I think we've got to rally the troops. That's the first thing. We've got to pick their heads up off the floor because, you know, they're not bad lads.
Because it'll be Mark's first training session on Thursday, I guess.
That's correct. As I said, they're not bad lads, but they've got to learn, and they're learning very quickly, and they're learning, the hard way. And it is going to take time, and I know people don't want to hear that, but if they're not prepared to do it, then we've got to get people in that can deal with this level of football, because it's you've got to be on your mettle for 90 minutes, and as I said before, without going on, you can't keep conceding goals the way we're conceding goals, because you're not going to win football matches.
Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.